Skeleton Sixes Monster Mash! Nightmare on Elm Street 2: Freddy's Revenge. The movie starts off with this really intense dream sequence where it shows these kids being picked up in a school, or like kids getting on a school bus, and you get a glimpse of the guy that actually plays Freddy Krueger in this opening sequence. It's really cool. The bus comes to a stop and the doors open and you can see Robert Englund like driving the bus, and then he like shuts the door and then continues driving. Basically, Jesse was having a dream. He's on a school bus and Freddy's driving the bus, basically. Jesse's family, the Walsh family, moved into the same house that Nancy and her family used to live in the first Nightmare on Elm Street. You know, the family's experiencing a lot of weird shit going on in the house. It gets really hot in there, hot enough to melt records and make their pet bird explode out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Shit was insane. You got birds literally blowing up. What the fuck? So Jesse's having a bunch of nightmares about Freddy Krueger. I mean, who would have thought, you know? Freddy Krueger is, in Jesse's nightmares, he's more of kind of trying to get a message across. He's trying to tell Jesse that he needs his body. There's this really cool part where Freddy Krueger says, you have the body and I have the brain, and he like rips off the top of his scalp and like reveals the brain underneath. It was really awesome, really cool effect. He wants Jesse's body so he can be reincarnated, I guess, if that makes any sense. Really weird concept, but he's trying to come back to the real world through Jesse again. So the coach basically like makes him, Jesse sees him at a bar, and he makes Jesse go back to the school and do like laps around the gym. And then all of a sudden Freddy Krueger is the shower and stuff, and he ties up Coach Schneider in the shower, and he's like literally like taking towels and whipping his ass. It's really weird. Eventually he just like slashes him down his back, and then it reveals that it's Jesse with the glove on, you know what I'm saying? So it's like Jesse's going around committing all these crimes. Freddy's like using him as a pawn, basically. He even makes him kill his best friend. The girl goes to the boiler room where Freddy is, and where Jesse is too, basically, essentially, you know, because Freddy Krueger and Jesse are one. She just basically tells him that she loves him, you know, come back to me, you can beat him, kind of thing, you know, and that's pretty much what happens, and like love overcomes Freddy Krueger even, you know, and that's how they kind of kill him off. And Jesse's like in a cocoon, like a Freddy Krueger cocoon, you know, and then she like starts peeling off layers of his face, and Jesse's like underneath, and then I guess they go home and have a happy ending, you know. It's this really cool scene where Freddy Krueger comes out of Jesse's chest. He literally stabs his glove knife finger hands through Grady through the door, you know, like basically nailing him to the door for a second, you know, and then pulling it out, and the dude falls down, and then it reveals that it's Jesse again, you know. Okay, so there's this pool party, and Freddy's in the real world, you know what I'm saying? He's slaying people left and right. There's people running away and falling down, falling over shit, trying to get away from him, you know what I'm saying? This guy's like, we're just trying to help you. Freddy Krueger's like, help yourself, fucker! And then fire and flames just come up behind Freddy Krueger, and they light up his face, and he like slashes the shit out the guy. Really awesome movie. Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. The way that Freddy Krueger looks in this one is my favorite out of all of the Nightmare on Elm Street films ever. Like the way that they did his makeup in the second one in part 2, it's perfect. It looks wet, you know, it almost kind of has like a slimy look, like he was just burnt, you know. There's a bunch of really cool shots of him, like his face and his eyes up close. The makeup was just on point. Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. I definitely recommend you guys check it out. It's just another one of those 80s horror films that you just can't miss out on. You gotta see it. Scott86, I'll see y'all on the next episode. Help yourself, fucker!